Hi, I'm Sam. I started following Jesus when I was 19 years old, and I've been a part of Redeemer since it started. And I wondered if it would be helpful today to talk a little bit about doubt. During these times, I've heard lots of people getting to a point where they feel like they are starting to doubt everything they ever believed. And I've seen people at the other end of the spectrum believing all kinds of weird stories. And I wonder what the right response is for people who follow Jesus. Anyway, I do know quite a lot about doubt. For more than 10 years, my job literally had a line in the job description saying to be professionally skeptical. So I know how to do it properly. I was brought up going to church, and I never really questioned why. I believed I went to church because we were Christians. And if anybody had asked me what the evidence is that I'm a Christian, I would have said I know I'm a Christian because I go to church. And I didn't see that there was a logical fallacy there, that it was circular reasoning. It was just the way things were. Anyway, I left home aged 18, and my intention was not, let's go out and find the way to be the best Jesus follower possible. My intention was to have the most fun possible. And so you can tell God has a sense of humour when, on the day that I leave my home, age 18, on the floor of the room I was moving into was a leaflet for this thing called Alpha. And the way that I read the leaflet was, if you can put up with a conversation about Jesus, we'll give you a free meal. And as an 18-year-old with very little money and absolutely no cooking skills, this was perfect. And actually, I thought when I go along there, I'll be able to help these Christians out, because these are the strange ones who want to be telling everybody all the time about Jesus. And I can help them to understand that, the world is bigger than that. Anyway, I went along and I was presented with the evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ, for which I had no answer to. And I came back home with that evidence and I did my own research. And the more I looked into it, the more I became intellectually convinced that Jesus did come back to life, and therefore that he is alive still today, and therefore that he wants a relationship with me. Now, since then, I've had many experiences that have convinced me at such a deep level that Jesus has got a deep relationship with me. I've seen him heal people. I've seen him speak to people so clearly. I've seen miracles. But at that first instance, it was purely an intellectual process of understanding, yes, this is true. And through this whole time that we're going through right now, I'd like to encourage us. I think that it's actually quite good to have doubt. I think it's good to be skeptical and to question. I don't think it's good to be cynical. And I think people get hurt when we see something happening and we just immediately discount it. I also don't think that it's good to be gullible. And so I think it's good for us to have doubts and to take them to God. And sometimes it feels, I think, tempting to be afraid of admitting our doubts. But I don't think that God's afraid of us having doubts. He's not insecure. And every time that I have gone to him with my honest questions, I have found he has always answered them in such a way that I have left that encounter with a greater level of faith than I did before I went into it. Thanks for having me today. I hope that you're all doing well, and I really look forward to personally connecting when all this is over.